What's up?
Welcome
What's
back.
up? Welcome back. Mismatch Podcast, episode 2.
Sorry for the wait.
Sorry for the wait, but here we are.
We got a lot to
Episode
talk
2.
about. We missed a lot of action. We're going to be talking about the finals, Game 4, and we're going to be talking about baseball, upcoming All-Star game coming up, just what we see throughout the season, and we're going to go through a little bit of Rangers. This could be the season ending, or it could extend the series right now. Game 6 in Tampa Bay. So let's get down to the finals. That was a great game yesterday. What were your initial thoughts after watching that game?
My initial thoughts were anyone who told me that Steph Curry is not a top 10 basketball player of all time, he did my arguments for me, bro. Steph Curry is also the leading scorer in every single game of this series.
I
And
seen that. Yep.
dude, he's getting like double, triple off the screen, bro. He's having. Who did he ISO? He took a screen and it was Al Horford, and he was bink, 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 right? Dribbling around the three, goes in the mid range, shoots a floater. Like the guy's like, he's something else. This guy's Steph
He's
Curry.
different. What I saw last game was just Curry, like not having a lot of help, but understanding I am the help, and as long as I'm shooting, that's their way of winning. And if he continues, if he could give you like 30 shots, or bro, he only took 26 shots, and he shot 14 of 26. If he's taking 30 shots a game, bro, Drew Holiday was taking 30 shots a game for the Bucks. So Steph can definitely shoot 30, but you can see how unselfish he is. Because you imagine Steph shooting 30 shots a game, he would literally be averaging 40, almost 40 a game on them. He's averaging, I think, like 34 right now on 51% from the field and 49% from three, something ridiculous. And this is with one of the best defensive teams that they have, like they said, in the last couple of years. And it's literally him, and they game plan for him, and they still can't stop him, which is wild.
That is wild. Another point that I had, I guess, about this team is, back when we watched them before, and like, how it would be like Steph, Clay, Dre, the center, and then like that small forward spot was like pretty crucial. Like it was kind of like the glue that like made it all go. This dude Andrew Wiggins is putting in work, bro.
Putting in work.
I got respect. I got respect for Andrew Wiggins' game right now. He's balling, bro. And I'm
Yeah,
happy he found on like got on with the Warriors and stuff. And like, yeah,
he doesn't get the credit.
He's not necessarily the sharpshooter that they're so used to, but he's like Harrison Barnes 2.0, bro.
Yeah, a way better version of Harrison Barnes, because he's going to fill up the box sheet, and he may not have the most efficient game scoring.
He's great defense.
17 and 16?
He had like 16 boards.
That's what I'm saying. And he locked down Tatum. Tatum had 16 points first half, finished with 23. So, and Tatum shot, I think, 23 shot attempts. He was 8 of 23 for 23 points. So, there's not much more you could ask for him. Crucial put back layups and stuff down the stretch. But what we really got to talk about is just this was the finals game that Curry needed, and they need to secure the win. Like, they got to go back home, go up 3-2. Let's say, I mean, they can afford to lose game 6, but like, because then you have game 7 back at home. But also, if you go up 3-2, you might as well want to end it 4-2 in Boston, because you already won there before. Like, so since you just won there, you could definitely do it again. But they definitely need to get this win at home, because they got the momentum again, and they got to take advantage of the momentum. They can't give it right back to the Celtics. But Curry's got to keep doing what he's doing. I don't think they'll win the series if he doesn't have another like 40-piece game, or at least a 35-piece game.
Yeah, it would be nice to see somebody else pop
Step
out
up.
a lot of their offense. Still waiting for Clay. Has Clay put up over 20 in a game in the finals? No, right?
I don't think so. And if he
Over
did, it's like
shots
20.
in a game he has, right?
Yeah, it's like 20. It's like 20 points for 24 attempts, like some shit like that. Um,
I'd like to see a little bit more Clay, but he has the pass for me this season, bro.
let's talk
He's
about the real problem though.
what
Can you guess?
the real problem,
Mr. Green,
Mr.
yeah,
Green, yeah, your boy,
Mr. Brick, Mr.
Mister.
Early
I'm not
Release,
Mister. I'm not Kuminga.
Mr. I get no points, Green, Mr. I got my jump shot is broke.
Talk about how
Um,
you were your strategy, how you would have put
oh,
it.
all right. So I wish we'd have done this a little earlier, because or at least I had recorded, because I was always saying you got to put in Kaminga, even if it's less than 10 minutes in a game, just to see certain stretches when Draymond Green needs to be off the floor and he's got foul trouble or something, just to give the Celtics a different look. Like imagine Jason Tatum just going down the lane and just not seeing the same bodies guarding him over and over, or Brown guarding over and over. Kaminga is literally like Wiggins. Imagine like a a stronger Wiggins, and also just younger. They both have extreme athleticism. Kuminga is 6'7", like 225, and has the capability of giving you 15 to 20 points if he's getting in the rhythm. And he's done this in playoff games. He did it against the Mavericks. I mean, yeah, it was like a blowout, but he did that on efficient shooting. Um, Still, like he's not the greatest 3-point shooter, but it's still better than Draymond Green. Like he could definitely knock down way more shots than Draymond Green, and also just to help play defense and athleticism, just to get rebounds and shit like that. Draymond Green is only like 6'6" when you think about it, and he's not gonna be banging down low with like Kaminga could help out. And that's why you see Wiggins is such a crucial thing, because if they didn't have Wiggins, the series is over without a
Wiggins, yeah,
doubt.
bro, he's that like small forward that is so crucial to the Warriors. How they needed, bro. They realistically that team, it was still great if even if they probably didn't have Harry Barnes, but like that Wiggins like is like that role that he's playing is so important to that team.
I 100% agree. Like that, if he could keep giving them points, then I think and these rebounds, I think they'll do good, because him and Looney are really what's carrying. And I honestly think Draymond Green needs less minutes. I think you need him, get him a little bit more fresher, so he's not playing so many minutes. And also, it's just so painful to watch. Just see him stand on top of the key, hand the ball off, or pick up his dribble like 3 feet behind the 3-point line, and then the Marcus Smart and everyone just looking the other way, and they just be doubling. Like, could you imagine if Steph actually had, like, if Draymond Green was capable of giving you, like, if he was 2015, 2016 Draymond, and he could actually give you points, that would open up the floor for Steph. Like they literally just set him like 4 screens, because at this point they'll like just take us home. And that's that play with Gary Payton, where Gary Payton had the open three. He just like, Steph, come behind me. I'll set the screen, hands it to him, and hits the corner three. Like only for Steph, bro. That's all I'm saying. But I'm excited for game 5, and I'm glad that it's not gonna be a quick series. It's definitely either going 6 or 7. So
Yeah, I like that. I like it. I like tough series.
yeah, I think Steph now, if he gets this series, gets the win as his 4th Finals MVP, and then again with your case, your argument that he's top 10. You've been jacking that he's top 10, and we actually posted it on IG. If you guys go follow um Mismatch Pod on IG, we do polls and stuff, and we wanted to know what you guys thought. Uh, if it was like top 10 or not. And a majority of people did say yes, which I was surprised. I thought, because when you look at the list,
I'm the
he's got a
majority.
knockdown. No, I kind of agree. I just think not yet. Like I don't think his career is done, so I think he could get there for sure. But we're gonna switch over and head to a little baseball.
You that game the other day was ridiculous. First of all, last
Which
night
game?
he walked it off. Jose Trevino has been a godsend. That was such a good
Right?
tribute.
He's low key your best catcher, low
He
key.
is, yeah. We Higashioka again proved that he is nothing more than a backup. He's a backup.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on off days, I'll live with him, but as a starting everyday catcher, no way.
I
Um,
agree.
dude, that game the other day with Cole just
Oh
showed
yeah, your
that
three hundred
showed
sixty
why I
million
love
dollar.
this team so much is because this dude gave up 4 or 5 home runs. Buxton had
I think, yeah,
2. He gave up five because he gave up three and then another one to Buxton later and someone else
Yeah,
did it. So he gave up 5 home runs, 7 runs.
yeah, and they
First
bailed him out.
5 pitches of the game, there was 3 home runs. You know, and the craziest part is, I feel like this year is different, and why I like this team so much is that games like that we'd be like, and that's our ace, and they just kind of give up. But they fought back and they won that game 10-7, bro. Like,
No, that I was watching that, and I just saw like I'm just like wow. Like every time I'm looking at the scoreboard, like being not obviously being a fan of the Yankees, just looking at them, and I'm just like, at this point, it doesn't even surprise me when I look at the scoreboard and I check the scores, and I'm like, oh, Yankees are winning. You know what I mean? And I saw it, and I was like, they don't really lose to the Twins at all. Like they own the Twins, and then seeing them just slowly, all of a sudden, it's like 7-2, 7-3, 7-5. 8-7. I'm like, oh my God. And once I knew the Twins didn't score no more runs after seven, I was like, that's it.
it
It's a
is
different vibe, yo.
it's something that you look for in your team, bro. It makes me very excited to watch the rest of the season. Hopefully, we have a couple all stars in there. Maybe my man Joey Gallo. No, I'm kidding. Stamped all star for
All
sure.
stars for the single A team, maybe.
I think our all stars are going to be DJ
Nestor.
having a pretty decent year. DJ could slip in maybe as a reserve. Definitely, I don't think Rizzo is going to make the All Star game. May possibly as a reserve.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Glaber's definitely not making it. IKF definitely not making it. Donaldson definitely not making it. No catchers making it. Maybe Trevino. Maybe Trevino. There's not a lot of great catchers, but I don't think Trevino is going to make it. He's having.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Um,
That's because he also wasn't on the team for that long either. But I know that doesn't matter. But where did he come from? Where did he come from? The
he traded
Rangers?
him from Texas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
Um,
still, AL. So
I don't think
now
no.
this
We
is where
got
you're
him
coming from
before the
now.
season started. He was with us. He's been with us since the start of the season. We traded for him
Oh,
like
okay.
before the season started. Yeah.
Oh, with Gallo, right?
No, no, like during the off season, like as the season was about to start, we traded for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, my predictions for you guys, I think you're missing out because Judge is definitely getting it. Nestor Cortez,
No,
and
and
then
that's Cortez. Yeah.
you're probably gonna have two relievers.
Probably
In
Loizaga and Michael King.
uh,
Maybe
no, no, not Loizaga.
Loizaga's been good.
Clay Holmes and Michael King. Those are probably your two relievers for the All Star game for your team. Because Michael King was dominant at the beginning of the year, and he still had a better season so far than Loizaga, and Clay Holmes is still balling 27 innings with no runs, so he's definitely a reliever all star. So that's what I'm saying. That's like pitching wise, you probably could get like you might be able to squeeze in. I don't know what it's looking like on the pitching end of the AL. Maybe Cole gets in there as like at the bottom of
You
the
know
list, maybe.
Otani's gonna make it. You know,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like he's not having that great of a year, but the fact he's playing two positions, there it automatically gives him like an extra boost. He's definitely making it. Yeah, that's what sucks. But
for you
it depends
guys,
on what he gets in.
you might have a couple. I'm not
We
gonna
might
lie.
have yeah, we might have no pitching. We might have I mean Carrasco might get in by the grace of God because he's 7-1 and his ERA is not the greatest because he's had like two bad games. But other than that, he's been actually great for us. Probably our best pitcher because Bassett has been getting smacked around. But hitting wise, we're talking Alonso. See, it's so tragic. Like Alonso might not be an all star. I mean, yeah, all star starter because Paul Goldschmidt's just raking. But it's like that dude got hot during the season, and Pete Alonso's just consistently been dominant. And it's like so I don't know if he'll get All Star. He might just because he's in a New York fan base and the fans are definitely gonna vote him in. Definitely Alonso's making it. I think McNeil's making it. I don't know if it's starting or not. He kind of cooled down, but he's still batting over. I think he's batting like a 315, 318 or whatever. Nimmo's definitely making it. Mm, I think Canna could make it, but I don't know if he has enough clout behind him because he's batting 300 this season. and he hasn't missed that many games. I don't think he's missed any games this year for us. So he's up there. Marte's not going to make it. He missed too much time, and he wasn't good enough in the beginning. He only picked up. Lindor is definitely making it, and I think Edwin Diaz is probably making it for the closers. But other than that, I don't see anyone else on our team making the All-Star game.
Talk about Edwin Diaz, bro. I mean, we don't need to do a whole thing on him, but I think that dude has been gets so much shit from Mets fans, and he, to be completely honest, hasn't been the greatest. But that's a good closer right there, man. And I feel like Mets fans are, oh, Edwin Diaz, oh, this guy sucks. I mean, I know, but like, compare him to other guys that you could have, and you'd be like, dude, that dude is good. I think Edwin Diaz is good. Is a good closer.
I think this year he's been elite. It's just the Mets fans, and also like I was at one point like you knew he was so dominant with Seattle, and then he comes to the Mets like his first like year. His first year was awful. I think he had like something like he gave up almost I think like 18 home runs or 20 home runs in a season. Just he was giving up way too many home runs, and he was doing that stupid. As soon as it's hard hit, he points to the sky and he's like, "Oh, it's a pop up," and it's bro. He's done that so many times.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pop fly, pop
Get
fly.
that, get that.
Yeah, that's a 423-foot pop fly.
It's like, yeah, go jump for that. But
that's why you need Conforto, bro.
Sheesh, and my son's out the league right now. That's
I
crazy.
know, isn't that crazy?
That's what I seen that. I'm just like, I don't feel sorry for him because like we offered you. It's not like we didn't offer him money, and we're doing so much better without him. Like he's not that great of a fielder. His lefty bat was trash. We have enough lefty bats as is.
Speaking of, I actually have some news that I don't know if you know that I want to drop in on you after you're done with the Mets.
Okay, yeah. So let me wrap this up. So Edwin Diaz, he struggled that first year, just awful. The second year, he was a lot better, but it was still like you're like, I don't know if I can trust this dude. And now, I think he almost strikes out against his slider. He's got like a 50% strikeout rate when he uses that slider, and it's like one of the top 5 pitches, like the best overall pitches in the game. They showed you like there's only like 2 or 3 other people that have higher swing and a miss rate. I think against a certain pitch that they use, and I think it's Kevin Gausman and like Corbin Burns' cutter or something. But let me drop the news. Let me hear it.
Clint Frazier was DFA'd by the Chicago Cubs.
I heard about that. I saw that.
No comment there. Just wanted
so
to
funny. Well, no, I think I saw something about all the Yankees people that they let go. It was what was it? It was like Urshela was doing the best, but all your other people you let go, they're struggling right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how the rest of the season goes. How that trade ended up working out for Minnesota, how it ended up working out for the Yanks. And we'll see. Maybe we can get a couple All-Star guys, you know?
Definitely. I'm excited for it. Might have to go to the game. We got to schedule a game
No,
and
we
go
will
to.
live Mismatch Pod live from the stadium.
Live from the game, live from the Subway Series. I'm with it. I was already looking. The 27th of July, and then another one in August. 2-game series.
Just a quick little segment right here. I'm gonna put in my pick for the night. Will UFC?
Okay. Oh yeah. Listen up. My son's he's been on the money for the last like year. You better listen to his picks.
I'm taking.
You want to win some money tonight.
One pick. This is gonna be a common pick. What everyone says, whether I don't want to hear it. Give me Jiri Prochazka. I suck at saying his name. Jiri Prochazka. I don't know how to say it. First round TKO of Glover Teixeira for the light heavyweight championship.
You're saying that Teixeira is washed?
Teixeira is 42 years old.
Age is just but a number.
This dude Jiri is scary. I think I was talking to my friend. He said the longer the fight goes, the more it's going to favor towards Glover. But this dude Jiri comes flying with elbows and knees, and bro, he's young and he's big and he's hungry. He's got his first title shot. I think he's gonna try to take out Glover fast.
Come out the gates quick.
That's
Use his energy.
that's my prediction. Jerry Prochazka, first round TK.
So what about the Rangers, yo?
The Rangers, I think that it was a tough. We shouldn't if we since we dropped that last game. I as a Ranger fan, I don't want to say the series is over, but it's like a uphill battle, dude. We have to win 2 straight. We have to win an away game, which we've gotten shut down when on away games. And if we win this game and heads back to the Garden, a game 7 in the Garden is going to be different. That being said, this Tampa Bay team is really, really good. And I don't really know if there's anything that we could do at that point.
I agree. I think they know it's like it could be clip for them if they come back to game 7 in the Garden. The energy there to go to a final, I think they could win off the strength just of their crowd. And I think the Tampa Bay is like, nah, we don't want to go back, so they may come out. And what is it? Vasilevsky, what's his name again?
Vasilevsky.
His numbers in closeout games, he is different.
They're cold-blooded, bro. That whole team is cold-blooded.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, they just dominated us for the last 4 periods of hockey. The end of that other game, and then that whole last game, they just dominated us, bro. So,
but it's also just injuries, battle of attrition. You know?
That's it, bro. It's you. That's all part of the game. It's all part of the game.
I mean, what are your expectations? Like, you think I was
As a
just hearing
Rangers
some people
fan,
predict,
and I'm gonna keep
chip.
positive vibes in here. As a Ranger fan, I'm just gonna say Rangers in 7. That's all I have to say. Rangers in 7.
Okay. But what about the future? Because I heard some people they were saying they fully expect the Rangers to win within the next 5 years.
Oh yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back for sure. That's without a question.
Next year,
Rangers in 7.
Rangers in 7, and then you think if you get past Tampa Bay, you think now you're winning against the Avalanche?
Yes,
Why do you think so?
because Tampa Bay's the best team left.
Okay, they got a lot of firepower though. You said it. You said you're not worried. You're not shook.
Nah,
I don't know.
not worried.
But we'll see. Yeah, I don't have any picks for tonight. I mean, go Rangers.
Go Rangers.
Other than
Thanks
that,
for tuning in. Another
you
episode.
got the Yankees play again. Let them know where they can watch the Yankee game.
The Yankee game.
What time?
I think let me give a rundown of the little sports going on tonight.
We need to get off
a Yankee game at 7:15 versus Chicago Cubs. The Rangers play at 8 o'clock. UFC card starts at handy dandy ESPN app, you know.
Yes, sir.
UFC
I'm on that right now.
Starts at 10 p.m. The main card. There's prelims probably at 8 and 6.
Okay. Yeah, Mets on at 10. That's on SNY.
10 p.m.
Next game is on.
Where you guys? West Coast?
Angels. Yeah, Angels. Yeah, we're still battling. We still have to go to Angels, and then we got to come back to. I think we got to do Brewers coming up, and then later is the Astros. Like, it's OD.
Well, we'll be giving you guys some insight into those, all those matchups and everything going on there.
Some rundown. We're definitely gonna release more. We got to get back on top of it. We're going about to fix our mistakes from the first one. This one's gonna be way better moving forward. We locked in right now.
Locked in.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Thanks for coming.
2. Thank you for coming. We'll be back with some more
See
stuff.
you in another one. Yes, sir.